why do scholars have different opinions? Don't we have the same Quran and the same Sunnah? Yes, but this is a long topic. Not all of them have received the evidences. So the early scholars like Abu Hanifa, Malik, Abu Hanifa in Iraq, Malik in Medina, Shafi'i was in Iraq and in Egypt, Imam Ahmad was also in that region. Not all of them had printed books, because after the death of the Prophet ﷺ, there were 4 prominent companions of the Prophet ﷺ. 2 in Medina, Abdullah ibn Umar and Zayd ibn Thabit. So people learned from them. 1 in Kufa, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. 1 in Mecca, Abdullah ibn Abbas. These are the 4 companions that the 4 schools of thought come from. So it depends, because after Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, died, and in his lifetime, he used to prevent people from dispersing the companions. He kept them in Medina. But then he started sending few here and there, and when he died, they all spread around. And each one had knowledge that some did not have. So the knowledge that were conveyed and delivered to Abu Hanifa, for example, was not full, because he did not travel to Yemen. He did not travel to Egypt. He did not travel to Syria. He did not travel to Khurasan, which is sort of like Iran, the Russian countries, Afghanistan or whatever. So his knowledge of the hadith was limited. Now Imam Malik was in Medina, so the vast majority of the companions were there. He learned from each and every one of them, or those around him. His knowledge in hadith is far greater. That's why he has the book of Al-Muwatta. Imam Shafi'i was in Mecca, then went to Medina and memorized it by heart from Imam Malik, and then he traveled to Iraq, where he met the students of Abu Hanifa and learned from them. Then he went to Egypt, so he collected more and more and more hadith and the fiqh of Imam Malik and Abu Hanifa. Imam Ahmad was the greatest of them all in sense of traveling. So he traveled to Yemen and heard from Abdul Razzaq, the compiler of Al-Musannaf. He went here and there and collected. It traveled so many long years that enabled him to be the Imam of Hadith, Imam of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And he compiled his huge book of Musnad al-Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, which is well known. So now again, we come back to the issue. Why did scholars differ? Because of this. Either the evidence, the Sunnah, the Hadith did not reach him. It might have reached him, but he does not believe it is authentic. It might have reached him and it was authentic, but he does not believe that it fits the issue we're talking about. He says there's no evidence in it. It's about another issue. So the understanding of the Hadith and how to implement it differs from one Imam to the other. And there are a number of reasons. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy on his soul, compiled a beautiful small book. It's translated, but it is packed with information and knowledge. It's called Raf'ul Malam Anil A'immatil A'lam, uplifting the blame from the great Imams. So you do not blame them, you have to understand why they differed. Once you read the book, you'll find that, inshallah, easy.